I've contacted tank rangers. They just arrived. Kevin is going to clean our holding tanks, black and gray. Beth and I are pretty good with our tanks, I think, but we're going to find out.
We'll go in and just slowly clean around the sensors a little bit and just slowly work our way back, hit the back of the tank, then I flip the hose in the tank and hit all the corners.
Kevin, how did you get into this?
We went to the Grand Design Rally last year and I thought, okay, I'm going to have my tanks done. So I scheduled it.
And you thought, I'm going to be fine.
I did. I mean, our trailer, we bought it. It was used. People lived in it for a year. But I spent 45 minutes cleaning my black tank with the flush. So I'm going to show these guys this thing isn't a real thing. And
right.
The amount of shit that came out, literally, blew me away.
You were a naysayer.
I was. It took me, they were in there for about almost 40 minutes jetting out my tank. The gray is what really surprised me is how much stuff was in the gray tank.
And everybody thinks it's the black tank is the worst, and it has its own thing, but the gray tank...
The gray tanks, there's a lot of white and black mold, but this doesn't really do a whole lot. The problem with this one here is, when you're shooting water in there, you're going up in the tank, but it's also rolling back, so you're not doing anything. Basically flushing the hose. We're gonna hook up what we call a Valterra reverse flush king. So this is really similar to what you have, except for if you notice the nozzle's up higher. So it works as a vortex going in there with the water. Plus now you're shutting this valve. No water's going back out. Your water's coming right back out of that. I see people time and time again have this and they're like, oh, my tanks are good, my tanks are clean, I use this thing. And I kind of chuckle. And almost every time the people that use this, their tanks are as bad as anything else, if not worse. This is going in there and peeling everything off the bottom of that tank and lifting it up.
Because of that vortex action.
This is just running up water up in there, not doing nothing.
Well, thank you for being tactful and not chuckling at me.
Well, we'll see what we got here. I'm gonna grab my knee pad. You know how many gallon your black tank is?
It's 32.
Okay. Black and gray, you just got the two tanks, right?
Just the two tanks,
Okay.
We're very simple.
And this is your black?
That's the black. Those shouldn't be very much. So I thought of getting one of those water meters. They're fairly accurate?
Yes. The one we recommend, Save a Drop.
Okay.
The green's got two little buttons. So there we've drained the tank. Make sure all your valves are closed. I'm going to shut the Valterra. Your gray is closed. Black is empty. I just double check. And now we're going to start pumping in the water. So I'm going to start out the first time about 15 gallons. And I'm going to work myself up. Since you got a 32 gallon tank, I'll probably work up to about 25 gallons.
Okay.
And this will be done however many times it takes to get
clean water.
Fairly clean. I've had it where I've done this 10 or 15 times. And I get clear water out. And it's like, okay, good. I still get a little bit of chunk. Now I'm gonna go run my jetter in there and I come to a dead stop.
Really?
And you hit a poop pile. 7-8 gallons of water in there.
Okay.
Now you're starting with 8 to 10 gallons of water.
Got it.
Put in your ounce of liquefied in your toilet and then you're good to go. We always recommend dump your black tank once a week, no more than 7 days. When you drain it, do the same thing. So that dump wasn't too bad. We got a little bit of stuff out of there, but not much. So a lot of people are traveling, they're full timers. So before you leave this spot, flush your tank.
Okay.
Back flush it. You can back flush your kitchen gray too, because kitchen grays a lot of times are worse than your black.
Through that.
After you back flush, when you're emptied, put your 10 gallons in there, 8 to 10 gallons. Take off and go camp. Go to your next spot. And then when I get to my camp spot,
you start again.
Yep, I start again because I'm hooking up my stuff anyway. So I hook my Valterra up there, hook my sewer hose up, pump my 10 gallons of water in there. And then whenever I do that, I always drop my hose afterwards and just let it lay on the ground. I never leave my hose hooked up. It's not so much breaking that I worry about. I worry about kids walking by a camp spot at night. Hey, watch this. And then you wake up in the morning with a flooded trailer going, hey, the guy told me to do that. It's like, always drop your hose.
Drop your hose. So Kevin's navigating that tight little turn into the gray tank. And that'll follow that bend right in here then. And hopefully we'll get in there.
Hopefully. Sometimes the turns really tight.
Too tight.
I cannot get into it.
Now
you can start seeing a lot of that soap residue.
So
you see a little bit of black chunks in there?
Look at that. Oh my God. I'll tell you, if people don't do it for the black, the gray is a convincer. So I think the other teaching point from you is get the Valterra valve, the Flush King, and get a water meter.
So I recommend getting a Save a Drop. This is a ResMet. It's a little bit more expensive. I like it because it's got a little bit heavier ends on it.
Okay.
And I put a
Quick Connect
on there. You can get these for about 40 bucks on Amazon.
Okay.
The Save a Drop's around 20. Quick Connect's 10. And then the extra shutoff valve, so I have 2 shutoff valves on it. That's about 10.
Everybody films these black tanks. I think the gray tank is the most impressive one.
Like I told you before we got started, you'll be surprised at the gray.
You were absolutely correct.
So most times, I'm going to say your tanks are really good. I'd probably give you a B on your tanks.
Okay. Everybody wants to get that score, right? Where do I rank?
I had one guy ask me one day, he goes, how does my tanks rate? And I go, well, an A and an F, you're probably about a Z.
So after watching this, I can't imagine buying a used rig and not have this be this would be the first thing I would do if it wasn't done.
But I try to have fun with stuff. Life's too short.
Life is way too short, my friend. You are a little bit like a doctor. You're doing a colonoscopy and doing it with humor.
Yep. Well, you're kind of doing the same thing with liquefied. So it's like you're prepping for a colonoscopy.
You're doing the prep.
So with the liquefied and your toilet chemicals, that's doing the same thing. That's breaking everything down so that we can get it out easier.
I'm going to tell you, Matt might steal that from you. The liquefy is the colonoscopy prep.
I'll have to tell him that.
Yeah, do that. He's like you. There's a little humor.
There has to be.
Even when you get their liquefy in the mail, it says on the box, we just got one. Think of us when you poop.
So this will be the last back flush.
That is nice and clear. If everything goes according to plan, I see you in a year.
Yep.